Hello and good evening. My name is John. We're here playing Main Character Simulator. Your guess is as good as mine. As part of my Steam cleaning series, we're going through every game in my Steam library, eventually then arbitrarily rate and or review them after a wee bit of playtime. Now, I don't quite know what this game is because I picked these games at random, but we're going to jump right in and find out together. Play. Okay, so it's a visual novel. My name is Shinji Tanaka. I'm a student at Yazawa Memorial High School. And right now there's a salaryman's thigh pressing smack dab into my hip. Why do these commuter trains have to be packed all the time? So, I make a lot of criticisms of visual novels when it comes to cutting corners, and I understand that they're on limited budget. But if your statement you're making is, why do these commuter trains have to be packed all the time? You should have at least some people in the picture of the commuter train. Otherwise, the dissonance between what you're saying and what you are showing is pretty big. Can't you guys walk, lose some weight in the process? I'd love to get head start and study for my finals, but I can barely move my arms to get to my knapsack. Thank God for headphones and these killer beats in my ear. Killer beats not featured. I'm meeting some friends to get some study group action going later. I was gonna get a head start and show off how smart I am, but... Shinji. Pain in the ass. Who designed these interiors? The floor is sticky. Ugh. I couldn't even grab a seat, and now my breathing space is eroding away like the shorelines against the beating wave. Maybe if I flap my arms like a maniac, I reclaim some of it. Give the crazed lunatic a wide berth. Whatever. I'm too focused on the picture Izumi sent me to bother with the mouth breathers around. It's some weird rock she came across on one of her nature hikes. Do you want to show us the rock? Sure is a pretty thing though. Would look good on some gaudy engagement ring if you really wanted, assuming it fit. A lot of colors too. I figure there's something that might show up in the news, but it's hard to say honestly. Excuse me. She mentioned it was glowing. Well, that's weird. It could be radioactive, but that's probably her eyes getting tricked by the light, or something frivolous like that. Ah, that stupid bump again. Catches me off guard every time. At least it signals beginning of the end of this lousy commute. It's my one chance. If I'm decided, I have to beat everyone to the doors. To prepare myself for the coming ordeal, I advance towards the exit door. It seems the rest of the people have the same idea, though. Ugh, being crushed from all sides. It's so tight. I have to keep pushing. I have to fight through the pain. It's coming, almost there, just a little more. I can't hold on, I'm gonna bing bong. PA system. Now arriving at Katanada Station. Ah. Shooting out of the train like a bullet from well-greased chamber. Ugh. I emerge triumphant. Train rumbles away behind me. Good riddance. Now for the second leg of my journey, Yazawa High. God, I'm already bushed though. I hope today is another altogether uneventful, uninspired day.
Oh boy.
Oh, we got voice acting. Okay, we got a voice acting. After navigating the treacherous streets of Shinagawa, I saunter up the road leading to Yazawa High. As I glance up, one of my eyebrows perks up with curiosity. There's someone already waiting for me.
Shinji! Hi!
Okay. He's bouncing around, waving, jogging over to me. Just lower the sprite a little bit to show they just lower it. Just a little. Okay. Crash. And down she goes, leaning over to check it out. I'm not sure what she tripped on exactly. Such was the life of Izumi Yamaguchi. She's one of my classmates in 2C. The curvature of her behind was impressive. Like a mighty pair of hills dipping into the valley of desire. Thank you, everything. Men would die fighting for those hills, I bet.
Ow. Wow, wow, wow,
Man, you handled that fall with a lot of grace that time.
Some dot dot dots.
Really? Thanks for noticing. I've been getting better.
I've seen her trip over herself many times, but she's practicing? Before she'd end up hitting her head and getting cuts, but now she's perfectly aligning her breasts to catch her fall. It's on-the-spot calculated reactions like this that separates the pros from the amateurs after all. Oh, my phone.
Hello?
Hi Shinji, it's Kyoko. You and Izumi are still coming, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. Just enjoying the view.
Ugh.
You? What do you mean?
Izumi's ass is looking pretty
Oh.
fine today.
Buddy.
Well, Shinji, you can't just do that. I'm too busy for this sort of thing. Help her up and meet me at the study room.
Yeah, sure. See you soon.
So you're a creep. Hanging up, I let my phone slide into my pocket.
Who was that?
Just Kyoko. She's waiting for us. let me help you back up. You're here early. Aren't you usually late for the first bell?
Thank you. I did some light jogging this morning to clear my head. Exams are coming up.
She bounces right back to her feet. She doesn't miss a beat even after her embarrassing tumble.
I ran all the way to school today.
All the way? Isn't your house like 10 miles that way?
She tilts her heads as I jumps behind us.
Huh. And now that you mention it, I was at it for a while.
Couldn't you have gotten a head start on your studies?
You're right, aren't you? Well, it felt good. It'll all work out somehow anyway.
Izumi and I are pretty good friends, all things considered. She's a bit of a ditz, but she means well and puts a ton of energy into everything. And she's too sweet to get seriously caught up in the dumb crap I tend to spout, which is pretty great. Gotta bounce it right off her. And her big ol' biddies.
I forgot one of my shoes at home.
You went for 10 miles without your shoes?
You ran a marathon and didn't realize.
I was in a groove.
If only she put more energy towards sensible matters.
Well, you don't look too worse for wear. The train to school today was absolutely brutal.
You don't say. This is why I run to school. Trains are old-fashioned. This is the 21st century. Shouldn't we have, like, jetpacks and airbuses powered by laser beams and stuff? I've been asking for a hoverboard every Christmas, and it never comes.
What would you even do with the hoverboard?
Dude,
I don't know. Hover and stuff?
I think she's got a point. That's what you would do with the hoverboard.
I mean, hovering's cool and all, but I've been waiting for a robot maid myself.
Really?
Give me the look again. The look that says, I don't think you're a lunatic, but I respect your candor.
They're dedicated, loyal, and they'll always love you. Because they live forever and everything. They're cute too, right?
Maybe an anime, but have you seen pictures of those robots they keep trying to make?
True. A cold, unflinching gaze that only a mother could love.
March of progress is incredible, but keeping things in perspective was always important. Still, it's kind of a bummer. Mankind's always been able to bend technology and environments to its will. So why shouldn't I be the one to teach love to an android? I made up a lesson plan and everything. Izumi tilts her head in confusion. I seem to get lost in my headspace for a little too long.
That aside, about that rock you found.
Oh, right, that! I completely forgot. I brought it to school today. Let me bring it out.
Fumbling around in her knapsack for a few moments, she eventually drew out the same rock from before.
Ta-da!
Oh, she turned it into a necklace.
Wow, it's, shiny.
Isn't it? I made it into a pendant so I could wear it around.
You, sure you want to just display it so publicly like that? I mean, gemstones like that are probably worth a lot. Think you might want to keep a lower profile.
Huh? But isn't the point of jewelry is to be as gaudy, stylish, and extravagant as possible?
Well, technically yes, but...
Or a symbol of good luck, or of social status? Yeah, those are all true too. It's kind of like flair, you know? And it's bright and fun and colorful, like me.
You could probably sell it for a fortune, though. Where did you even find it?
Oh, it's just off the beaten path. I think it might have fallen out of the sky. There was that meteor shower the other day, right?
Ooh, plot.
Oh, shit. Really? Yeah, now that you mention it. Yo, if that's like meteoric iron, you can make a badass sword out of it.
It doesn't look like metal, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn it, my amazing sword of heroic destiny remains out of reach again. If a meteor ever wiped out my whole town, though, I'd have a perfect plan drawn up to make the ultimate sword for the purpose of revenge, glory, and prestige.
But you could probably sell it and be set for life. Should really get it appraised.
I might. But I put a lot of love into the pendant part. I wouldn't want to give it up that easy.
I mean, we gotta get into university, right?
Oh, I think I could come across a few scholarships. Everyone adores me, after all.
That's right, she's kind of a track and field ace. Somehow she manages marathons to get to school every day. I don't know how she has the energy for it. Actually, she's kind of behind on her studies. I guess we're kind of in the same boat there.
We should probably make it over to our study group. Kyoko's probably waiting for us.
Go Hawks.
You're right. We ought to hurry.
You know, the voice acting has, I mean, the sound quality's there. I mean, I don't know how well the reading is 100%, but it's not like gritty or grainy or badly chopped. It's okay.
Kyoko's so smart. Like, wow. We're gonna learn loads and loads in no time.
The point of a cram session isn't to learn. It's just to pack in the important stuff until it ceases to be important.
I hope she helps me with history. I'm really bad at memorizing all those dates and stuff.
I feel ya. I'm trying to pick up more from accounting, but I've just tended to not worry about it. It just gives me anxiety. I don't want to worry about debt.
I don't disagree on some of that.
Shinji, don't get involved in any funny business with a loan shark, okay?
I mean, if you sold that rock, we could both retire.
There's vocals in the sound? This music?
Well, if you put it like that, no way.
I wouldn't put vocals over voice acting lines. That makes it look hard to parse. My phone starts buzzing again. Must be Kyoko.
Yellow.
Kyoko again. Are you done ogling Izumi?
Ugh, don't use that word. It's so ugly.
Yet accurate.
I'm not wrong though, am I?
I prefer to call it appreciating. Thank you very much.
Oh, whatever. You guys are heading over?
Yeah, Izumi's with me. Here, I'll put you on speaker. Okay, got it. Say hello, Izumi.
To who? Oh, Kyoko. Hi.
Just go and meet her at the study hall. Why? Izumi waves eagerly to the phone.
The camera isn't on right now, Izumi.
You guys are still on for the study session, right? If you guys are swinging by your lockers, you can make sure you have the requisite material. I'll take this moment to remind you of what we are going to review today. You guys are pretty far behind on the STEM subjects, so we'll have to focus on those primarily.
Is that it?
I'm sorry, what? What?
Of course that's it. Are you blind?
Out of the corner of my eye, I catch that a pair of odd students. They were talking pretty loudly, so I couldn't help but overhear them. At least I think they're students. They kind of stick out. Might be... Whatever. I should pay more attention to what Kyoko is explaining. If we don't pass the exam, it's game over.
They didn't see us, right? Of course they didn't. Our cover's foolproof, man. You saw it, right? Oh, man. That's it? No mistaking it. That's our target. Wow. Boss was right on. And it's just two pipsqueaks.
This is weird.
Your disguise fitting all right? Yup. Real snug like. We're going in, right? Gotta sneak up on them real smooth like. Take the controller and bail. Act casual like. Got it? Got it all figured out. Leave the acting to me. You don't gotta act. You just gotta not make a mess. Let's just trail them for a little bit.
Leads me by Izumi's locker first to fetch necessary books. Kyoko's been talking in our ears the whole while about the curriculum, but...
And I hope you guys know about quantum operations, because it's gonna be on the finals.
Your finals, maybe? That sounds like university level stuff.
You guys want to be prepared, right? If you know the really advanced level material, trigonometry is a walk in the park.
There's such a thing as being over-prepared, you know.
I don't think my head is big enough for all that, though.
Izumi's fumbling through her stacks of textbooks. The thin film of dust covers the majority of them.
Have you done any reading this semester?
The locker's a bit of an incline, right? It's not my fault.
That sounds suspect at best, Izumi.
If I don't bother the books, they don't bother me. Causing an avalanche is against school regulations, right?
There's nothing in the school regulations about avalanches.
Alright, her recording seems a little weaker than the other.
Hey, Izumi, do you feel that?
Feel what?
It feels like we're being followed.
Oh, that? Yeah, I feel it.
Followed? What are you guys talking about?
Oh, you noticed too.
Yeah, people follow me all the time. Think they're trying to get a good look at my butt.
doubt that's the case.
It's gonna be in the yearbook and everything, though. Yasuba High's best behind.
I wasn't doubting the credentials of your posterior, but
Yeah, the audio mixed with these lyrics and stuff is rough. I'm having trouble parsing the phone lady.
You'd think they'd be more forward with a fan club at least. Wait, did you pose your butt for a yearbook photo?
can we stop talking about Izumi's butt?
Oh, hi.
Both. Same guys from before.
Personal space, guys. Jeez.
They exchange a look bewildered before backing off. They're huge. Staring up at them, I feel a pang of inadequacy. Everybody arm and glance at his side Izumi. She's staring up at them with the wide-eyed gaze of a besmitten fangirl.
Wow, big muscles.
You really know how to make a guy feel small. And
Thanks.
Do you work out? Are you a varsity football guy?
We, yes? Yes. Putting the balls quiet.
We don't have a varsity football team, Izumi.
What's up? Who are you talking to?
I've never seen you guys around school. I'm Izumi Yamaguchi. Can I get your names?
if she's wearing the pendant, it'd be nice to put the pendant on her neck to remind you as a player that she's wearing the pendant. Looking at each other with nervous expressions, their vacant, unfocused eyes lazily drift around the hallways.
I'm, Hoagie, Monterey. And he's Ruben, Ravioli.
Yeah. How are you doing, fellow Earth students?
What?
They're literally reading off the lunch specials.
Your name tags say Crooks and Nouse?
Why didn't you take off the name tags?
Why didn't you? Am I your personal attendant?
This whole disguise thing was your idea. How could you miss such a stupidly obvious detail?
Why do I have to think of everything? You got a brain, don't you?
Who the hell are these guys? What are they talking about? They're muttering fiercely to each other, so I can't really catch what they're saying. Izumi seems lost in a thought herself.
Crux and Nouse?
Those are funny names. Is that Russian? Are you guys exchange students? Hadasha!
Izumi's always rolling out the welcome wagon for a new friend. She had a big heart and was always willing to welcome new people into it. Eating people as sketchy and questionable as these towering transfers. I roll my eyes as hard as their googly eyes. As hard as their googly eyes are right now.
You, go to this school, right?
Yes, transfers. We came to this school to learn great new things.
Yeah, like marksmanship and helmsmanship.
Are those classes we offer? I don't remember anything like that when picking courses.
Definitely not. I would have signed up for stuff like that in a flash for extra credit. You guys sure you're in the right place? This is Yazawa High.
They're staring intently at Izumi's pendant. It's a little creepy. They snap back to attention when I wave my hand in front of them. Shooting a nervous glance at one another, they stammer back into action.
Yes, we came to exactly where we want to be. Great education, yes.
And strong earthwomen.
If they're transfers, they should really be dealing with the front office. Can you guys finish getting your books?
Fine. Alright, 1 second.
Izumi reaches for a hefty tome on top of the stack. She had to get on her tippy toes to reach. A disturbance rippled across the lockers. The rest of the text was shipped abnormally. The lurch. Better way to describe it.
Oops! Watch out!
An imposing text plate slides on the locker, landing at the foot of the strange transfer student named Crux. It crunches sickeningly. I think the poor guy really got injured.
Ouch!
What the hell?
I'm sorry!
Leaning down around the text plate, they hoist back up to the top shelf with Izumi locking and swing the door shut. I do not want to be here when the death trap opens again. Kind of seeing why Izumi never touches her locker.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys are transfers, you might want to take it up with the front office. Or you could take them to the nurse's office. We gotta get to our study group, so...
What? He'll be fine. He's not really injured.
We really have to go study, you guys. We don't have time for this.
Grabbing my hand, Izumi jerks me away from the lockers and further down the hall towards mine, leaving the odd pair of transfers behind. Okay, there's no line here. We really should have helped them more. They probably don't even know where the nurse office is. They sounded way too old to be students, in my opinion. Agreed, they look like creeps. People like that coming back to our school, I don't believe it. Well, I'll keep an eye out for them. Anyway, here's my locker, grab my stuff and go. Why so many papers at the bottom? I mean, it's too late the year to sort them all out. I'll just toss them when we're done with finals. Hope those are complex homework, are completed homework assignments. And why do you use such a big mirror in here? It takes up like half the inside of the door. I mean, I'm not a narcissist, if that's what you want to hear. I have to make sure I'm conventionally attractive, but not so attractive that I'm unlikably pretty boy. Very tight balance between being legitimately attractive while maintaining the blasé, generic protagonist style. You get that, right? What? Nah, I think he's just a narcissist. They're onto us, aren't they? They saw through our flawless disguise. This is your fault. My fault? My acting was perfect. You're the one who dug us in a hole. What was that about marksmanship? They taught that at our schools. Whatever. Identity's a compromise. We'll vaporize them real street like and stain the crystal. Fine by me. Fire away. Setting laser sights to 20 meters. Aiming, charging, and fire. Hey, look at this. Zima kneels down, suddenly pulls me down with her. Something seems to fly over our heads. We're a little too distracted to notice what. Guys, what's that sound? I hear screaming. You guys okay? Say something. Probably done paper airplane or something. What'd you find, Izumi? You know, there's money down here, right? Free drink. But hey, that's my money. You can't steal it. It's buried treasure, though, and I found it. Piracy is still a crime, you know. Though in the most technical sense of the word, I'm still a look at her panty. Don't actually care that much about losing pocket change. Feels like a decent trade-off. You guys even listen to me. Typical. Well, at least you guys are all right. Okay. This has been Main Character Simulator. It is very slow. None of the characters have been all that likable yet. The writing, haven't found any typos or spelling errors that I could point out. The voice acting, when it was there, seemed fine. Just not super compelling, especially since the main character seems a bit of a creep. So there you go. Main Character Simulator. Cheers.